the brackets looking like? Who's the favorite? Can't
Well,
really predict
a
the
lot of the
upsets,
favorites
but
lost in their conference tournaments. So I
yeah,
mean,
I
but
peep.
it's never bad to it's never bad. I mean, I guess unless you're UConn, it's never bad to take an L before you go into a big tournament. You know, get your mind right, get your head right. Like Houston lost, North Carolina lost the AFC Championship game. Purdue lost, Tennessee lost. You know, Keith said last week Kentucky was this dark horse. They lost. Like there's a lot of L's in these conferences, which is expected every single year. It's rarely at the favorite going to come out and go win these games, but it's definitely been a good tournament. A lot of bids. There's St. John's that left out. You know, they denied the NIT. They said we ain't playing the NIT because we ain't make the NCAA tournament. But he sent me this analytic thing where they probably should have been in. Them and Providence should have been in over a team like Michigan State who had an underwhelming season, and they really don't have the resume to match up with the Providences and the St. John's. Arizona lost. A lot of teams lost in that card, so it's going to be interesting. I guess the only team that's coming in hot, you know, overall favorite, the overwhelming favorite in this course is going to be Connecticut. But it's been a long time since we've seen the team that should win the tournament. You know, Connecticut wasn't supposed to win the tournament last year. So it's like, you know, it's rare that, you know, when you're the overall number one, where you go in and you actually win. You on mute, yo.
Connecticut been playing with their food too, but you look at what the committee did. I mean, Connecticut's in a bracket with the Big 12 conference champion, Iowa State. They have Illinois in their bracket, which is the Big 10 conference champion. And then whoever the 4 seed in that bracket, they won their conference tournament too. So
Iowa State, right? Oh, you said Iowa State already.
I said Iowa State, and I said whoever the Illinois. I forget who the 4 seed is in that bracket, but didn't really do them no favors. It's weird when you see 6 Mountain West teams make the tournament. Kind of unprecedented. You only see 3 Big East teams make it. A lot of stuff being put into college basketball now with metrics. And I'm always a proponent of the eye test. Like, you can look at a team and tell a team that belongs to play in March. I don't really care about the analytics and that they beat a team by 60 points in November. So it's always going to be cases of that year in, year out.
Auburn the 4. I ain't even cut you.
Yeah, Auburn the 4. So they won the SEC championship tournament. So, like I said, they didn't do UConn no favors to be the overall number 1. I still think Kentucky can be a dark horse. They're in a bracket where they can potentially find themselves in the Sweet 16, Elite 8, and make a run. So I'm excited for the tournament. Shout out to NC State. It's always a team that go on a run and clinch. Mm-hmm. And that's why you see some of these bubble teams, the Seton Halls and Providence, is not getting in, because you got the NC States winning conference tournaments and taking bids.
The Oregon.
And, the Oregon's taking bids. So it happens every year. Teams get left out, but hey, that's why you got to take care of your business during the season. So it's the other thing I noticed too, like, it's rare that the first 4 is 10 seeds, and like, you seeing 10 seeds playing the first 4 now because so many teams won that wasn't supposed to make it, and now they 11 seeds. So now you got Virginia playing on a Tuesday as opposed to being a lock for the tournament. So that's pretty interesting too.
So UConn is the favorite.
Yeah, UConn an overall number 1. Yeah.
Okay. I tell you what, I was watching Illinois play number 0.
Shannon.
Yeah.
He like, you know, that's the one that got to that trouble early this year.
Oh, word?
Yeah, I go. We'll talk about it. He the one that got in trouble early this year. But ever since they passed they filed in court for him to get the injunction to play. Illinois, they've been back. They've been back.
He's so nice. He's super nice.
Yeah, shout out to them. They got Baltimore kid Amani Hansberry, played at Mount St. Joe. So shout out to Illinois for sure.
They definitely scary. I mean, the Illinois one of them teams where you can easily see them in the Elite 8. Now, would they would they have enough scoring after Randy Shannon? I don't know, but they play good, well enough defense. They will enough coach where they can definitely make a run.
And you're going against a team in Morehead State. I mean, they are 14 seed, but they done won 26 games this year. They athletic as all get up. They get up and down the floor. So sort of contrasting styles, and it'll be interesting to see how those two teams play out when they match up on Thursday. Because Moorhead, you know, they won tournament games. They beat the Louisvilles before in the tournament. So this ain't nothing new to that program. They know how to go on and beat higher seeds.
Yeah, and you always want to look at the 8-9s, the 5-12s. There's a lot of good 8-9 matchup this week. You got FAU made that run to the Final Four last year. They played Northwestern this year in the 8-9 matchup. So that's going to be
a good matchup.
Mississippi State, Michigan State should be. That's going to be even though I don't think Michigan State should really be that high at 9 seed. That's another good matchup.
Yeah. And then it's always the 5-12s. Wisconsin just went on a Big Ten run, and you see they get James Madison, a team that won 31 games this year. Like the Dukes can go. So mid-major team, but they can get up and down the floor. They can score at a high clip. They defend, and so it'll be an interesting game against Wisconsin. Obviously, they got a lot of momentum coming off the Big Ten, but it's the first time you've seen Wisconsin be able to score too. Like normally they got issues scoring, but they got two guards who can kind of fill it up. So I think that could play to their advantage. But don't be surprised if James Madison get them a game.
Okay, cool. Something to look out for. But we're going to wrap up, go to the last commercial break. Nitty Gritty.
Brand activations, business openings, recently engaged or any new life event that deserves a celebration. Start planning with Quinn Jones Events. Owner and principal planner Paige guarantees a fun and stress-free planning experience, managing every event aspect, including budgets, timelines, vendor negotiations, event design, and more. Penn Jones Events is a full-service wedding and event planning company based in Maryland. We curate extraordinary events tailored to you. Let's start planning today. For a free 30-minute consultation, visit ppjevents.com.